Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is a KV-2R. It's a Tier 6 Soviet premium heavy tank located on the north spawn of Widepark under the command of panzerpenguin. Game on! Where you can see alongside him another KV-2R, and that's panzerpenguin, and he's actually in platoon with panzerpenguin over here. Now the KV-2R, it's the premium version of the KV-2, the king of derp, and well, they brought this out so that they get everyone to pay for a KV-2 instead of just having it on the tech tree. It's got an M10 howitzer, which is capable of doing 910 alpha, penetrating 86mm of armor, and it's got a 3.6 meter burst radius. It is a very devastating tank. Oh, first target. T1 heavy, and he gets a shot that wipes him out, so he's got his first kill in this game. Now, I played many games in the KV-2, and one particular one on Widepark, ooh, that was the enemy Arty. One particular game was played with TC Freer on live stream and in platoon with him in the KV-2, and it was hilarious. In fact, I believe that replay is in a video which is actually on the channel. So if you ever want to watch it, it's there. Well, he thinks about going for the Churchill 1, but he held back because he wasn't certain he'd get the shell on target. He can get that one on target though. And he wipes him out with one shot, 629 hit points. Now this replay is a little laggy, I think. I think you can see that. Let's hope that it doesn't ruin the game. Yes, that game with TC Free, if you look it up, it will be in the KV-2 playlist under my name. Okay, he's waiting for another target to come into sight. Oh! Now that was the enemy KV-2, but we blocked the shot for 700, and we managed to get a one into him for 644. So that was a good exchange. Looks like panzerpenguin's having some fun as well. He's hitting some of these tanks. Hello KV-2R. He takes another one for 666 this time. No, it's not the number of the beast. Okay, the KV-2R just around the corner, but he's a one-shot now, and so is the other one. In fact, a lot of players are now playing the KV-2R with the ZIL gun, not the derp, and that is heresy to a certain extent, but it is actually quite an effective tank with the derp gun. Especially if you use the armor-piercing rounds, the premium rounds, because they normally go straight through even tier 8 tanks. Now, he actually got stunned there by the enemy Arty. He was going after our teammate, actually. panzerpenguin actually just killed the M4A1. He's just behind us. KV-2R's trying to, well, it's actually a KV-2 trying to get a shot, and our Churchill 1's kind of blocking us some of the time. We're having a quick look at the Churchill. So Churchill 3 up there. He's trying to spot us and get shots on us, but he can't get the gun down. And the Arty is still focusing on us, or our teammate. Oh! Well, we actually took a round and it went straight through the gun. You can see, and normally that would actually mean that this vehicle would go out of operation. But he's fixed it with his repair kit. And now we took a round in the tracks from the SU-100. There's the enemy Arty. There was the enemy Arty. He's now back in the garage. That was a particularly bad move by him, right in front of us. The standard reload is 23.01 seconds. And unfortunately, we just lost panzerpenguin. He got wiped out, taken out by the KV-2 on the enemy team. So we're going to have to get revenge on that KV-2. These guys are both one-shots now. The Churchill one's going around the corner, and I think he'll take those guys out. Okay, there's the Churchill. He goes. That's 4 kills now for panzerpenguin. Unfortunately, we lost our Churchill. He did get wiped out by the KV-2. And the enemy Arty is still trying to get us, but we're so close to the hill, it's very difficult to get the shot to come over the top of those railway wagons and still hit us. Okay, we just proxy spotted them. The Panzer F2 is making a bit of a mistake there. Yes, he just got derped by one of the KV-2s. So we can still see that dented barrel, but of course it has been fixed. Oh, and there goes the Panzer F2. He made a big mistake there. Yeah, he should have held back. You've got 2 derp tanks just the other side. Should be careful. The thing is that, technically speaking, panzerpenguin could use the wreck of that Panzer IV to actually shoot at the enemy KV-2, because they might actually hit the wrong vehicle. Oh, well, he missed the chance there to get a shot on the enemy, and instead he also jinxed the enemy shot because he was moving just as he fired, and I think that made the enemy fire prematurely. But one of them is trying to come through the arches now, and that is also bad news for him. Hello! And that's our 5th kill for panzerpenguin, but the other one is not coming through, but he got taken out by the Hellcat. So the good news now is there are only 5 left on the enemy team, 6 on our team. No more heavies on the enemy team to fire at, unfortunately. Now, the enemy tanks are over on the far side of the battlefield. We can see them now. There's one of them in the distance. It's an A46. Now, not going to be easy to get a shot on him because he's moving fast, and these shells are particularly slow because they're howitzer shells. Oh, now the A46 just got hit. We've auto-aimed on. He's been tracked, I think. Fire now. Yes. Did it. That's the Top Gun. So it's a good game for panzerpenguin, a bad game for the enemy. Oh, there's the enemy Arty. We can make a quick dash through the town. Got to watch out for the AMX-13 FL11. He's actually to our right. Should be able to take him out. Now the gorilla is in between the buildings. Well, he was when we last saw him. I think he might be hiding behind that tree. Okay, we're looking in that general direction. The turret on the KV-2R does turn rather slowly, so it doesn't react very quickly. KV-2 was actually built on the same production lines as the KV-1, and it's about the same time, and most of them were produced in 19... Oh, there he is. Can we get a shot? Yes! 7 kills. They were produced at the same time as the KV-1, and the reason they were produced was because of the Winter War with Finland. The Soviets needed a vehicle, a tank, that could actually take down bunkers, and putting that howitzer on top of the vehicle not only made it very slow, but they gave it the ability to knock down huge bunkers, concrete bunkers of the Mannerheim line. Okay, we've got an enemy Basotto. Gonna have to lead the target a little though. Well, he tried leading it, but he didn't get it. Lost sight of the target. Gotta watch out, there's a SU-100 just to our left, but I think he's got more on his hands at the moment than we have to worry about. Okay, there's the Basotto directly ahead of us. The buildings are in the way, and the Hellcat's trying to get past us, kind of blocking us. They only produced 210 of this vehicle, by the way. That is the KV-2. And it was so heavy that they couldn't fire it pointing anywhere other than forward. So if they did try to fire it, the vehicle would actually topple over. It was kind of impractical in terms of being able to use on a battlefield, but the thing is that it was capable of tremendous damage to the enemy if the gunners were good. Now the Basotto is only just over the top. Is he still there? Yes, he is. He spotted us. Auto aim on. He's locked on. Oh, now this is awkward. He did hit us in the tracks, but we've got to get locked on. Well, that didn't work. The annoying thing is that the gun depression on this vehicle is only 7 degrees. And now we've been kind of disabled, waiting for the chaffee to help us out. He's down to 2 hit points, this Basotto. Go for it. Get the Radleys. Yes! He's got a Radleys. There's still one enemy to kill, the SU-100. Now he's hiding behind the church over on the west side of the battlefield. Oh no, he's not. He's moving. Well, we tried, but we weren't leading the target. You definitely need to lead the target when it's moving at speed. And now the SU-100 is coming for us. Yeah. Here's that Simu. That's the unofficial nickname of the SU-100. And it was very powerful if it has the 122mm gun. And I'm afraid that's what he had. He's now just rammed the Jagdpanzer, but he goes down in the end to the Hellcat. Here's the end of battle results, and that was an ace tanker game for panzerpenguin in the KV-2R. He managed to get his first mark of excellence in that game, as well as a master gunner for getting 5 unpenetrating shots in a row against the enemy, as well as a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, 5 for effect for doing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle. And here comes the epics and the battle heroes. He got the Radley Walters medal when he killed a Basotto. That was his 8th kill of the game. He got a Pascucci's for killing both enemy SPGs in that battle. And he also managed to get a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, as well as a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. Let's have a look at the win 8. 12,449. Very good score indeed. In fact, you have to scroll the page in order to see all the enemy that he actually damaged in that game. Let's have a look at team score. Well, the highest damage was 3,404 hit points of damage to panzerpenguin. His platoon mate in that one, panzerpenguin, only got 1,141, unfortunately, and did get taken out by the enemy KV-2. When it came to kills, though, yes, panzerpenguin got 8 kills. The enemy, well, they shared the second spot with the Basotto and the KV-2 both getting 4 kills apiece. The Basotto picked up a Pascucci's medal, so he must have killed both of our Artys. And in the joint third place, we've got the Jagdpanzer IV and the Hellcat with 2 kills apiece. When it came to Space XP, yep, he's got that one too. panzerpenguin managed 1,526. He's the only player to get over 1,000, and it's a quite big score as well, 1,526. The next highest being the Jagdpanzer IV, who managed 800, followed by the Hellcat with 693. He fired 14 rounds in the entire game. He got 11 direct hits on the enemy and 8 penetrations and 2 splash. Damage of 3,404 hit points, of which 335 were at more than 300 meters. So you can see most of the damage was done at close range. 9 hits received from the enemy, only 3 of which actually penetrated, 5 non-penetrations and 2 hits by way of splash as well. 1,790 hit points of damage blocked by armor. So those are the 5 shots that bounced off or didn't go through. He spotted 2 enemy vehicles, damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 8, and got 157 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he actually took away 106,001 credit from the game. He also picked up 25 bonds for a mission achievement, and he took away 1,000, or 13,000, I should say, 276 experience points from the game because it was a time 5 day. So very good battle, but unfortunately he got taken out by the SU-100, who did have the 122mm gun, not the 100mm. Of course, you can identify the 122 because it's the one with the muzzle brake. The other ones don't have it. So if you do see an SU-100 with a muzzle brake on the end, be afraid, because that guy can derp you for a lot of hit points. And unfortunately, on this occasion, he did manage to take out panzerpenguin before panzerpenguin could do the same to him. The other thing, of course, was that he tried to lead the target. He wasn't leading it by enough. He was actually aiming for the engine, and unfortunately, the shell was just too slow. It is a very slow shell indeed. You've got to remember, it is basically an Arty, horizontal Arty. It does 525 meters per second, so it's about half the speed of a normal tank shell, and that means you have to lead the target if you're going to get a hit at all. But it was an impressive game because, of course, it was not only an ace tanker and a first mark of excellence, it was a Radley Walters winning game. So congratulations to panzerpenguin on the first mark and, of course, that Radley's. I'm sure you enjoyed that game yourself. I've always enjoyed the KV-2 games that I've played on Widepark because it's one of those maps, even though it's a tiny map, it's one of those maps which actually suits the KV-2 because, of course, most of the enemy tanks are going to be very close to you, and at close range, this M10 howitzer can really derp the enemy. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.